Man, I remember this one time we was in like the 5th or 6th grade. And me and my cousins was playing up at Alger Playground. They had just got a new tire swing. So we was playing in a tire swing, and it was probably like 10 or 12 kids up there playing with us. And I don't even know how they got up there, but if you know Alger School, you know it's like 4 or 5 floors on that school. So why was there a classroom window open on like the 4th floor of the school? These kids then scaled up the wall and jumped in the school through the window. When I tell you they start throwing books out the window, they start throwing markers, crayons, everything they could find. Did a fly. They throwing it out the school window, right? So I don't know if it was a dog out there watching us or something, or somebody called the police. But after they threw all the stuff out the window, we started grabbing the markers and was like drawing on the school playground equipment. Like Sharpie markers, whatever. We would draw on the school playground equipment. We drawing pictures, we writing stuff. If you know the school principal, you know his name was Mr.Macon. So us being childish, we was writing all over the playground, Mr. Macon stole my bacon. Well, at least that's what I wrote. That's the only thing I wrote. And I know that was written all over the playground. So somebody must have called the police, because then we all walked home. It was me and my 2 cousins. So then we walked home to my house, and probably like maybe, well, to me, at my age, it felt like maybe 10 minutes after we got home, the police came knocking on the door. So they was like, were your kids at the school? There's a bunch of kids at the school vandalizing the property. You know, they can go to jail for that, blah, blah, blah. So then my mama like, okay, I'll handle it. So she asked us, she said, well, one of my cousins had left, so just me and one cousin sitting in the house. So she sat us down and asked us, was y'all at the school? One by one. So she had my other cousin go in the back room, and she asked me, was we at the school? So I'm like, yeah, we was at the school. But I didn't do nothing. Yeah, I seen other kids doing it. I was at the school, but I seen other kids doing it. I was just sitting there watching them. Okay, cool. So then I go in the back room. My cousin come back out. My cousin as I'm walking in the back, my cousin walking out, so she looking at me like, what you say? Did you say yes or no? So I'm like, I said yeah. So she thought, all right, I say yeah too. So then she go out there and talk to my mom. She told my mom, yeah, we was out there, but we ain't do nothing. So she like, okay, cool. So I don't know if she knew somebody or she just knew he was lying, because we both still got a whooping. But that was the day that I invented. I just figured out how to get a whooping without it feeling bad. So what I do is I drop down on my booty and kick my legs. So I drop down on my booty so she can't hit my booty, right? So it ain't gonna hurt my booty. And then I kick my legs and arms, because if the adrenaline rushing, then I ain't gonna feel no pain, right? So I just kick and scream, and then when she be like, now go to your room, then I get up and run. But then once I get in the room, I start laughing like, got her. That ain't hurt. So then my cousin went out there. It was her turn to get a whooping. So we waiting for each other to get whoopings. So she go out there and get a whooping. I am dying laughing in the room, because she's screaming like it really hurts. She come back to the room. I'm like, it hurt it. I'm talking to her like, it hurt it. She's like, yeah, man, it hurt my skin, bro. I'm like, bro, you gotta drop. So it will hurt, you gotta drop. So then we in the back chilling. We watching TV at this point. So then my other cousin, she older than both of us. She like a year or 2 older than both of us. So then she walk in the house. She was with us, but she wasn't doing nothing at the school. So when she come back, my mama asked her, the police came, was y'all at the school messing stuff up, blah, blah, blah. This fool tell my mama she wasn't even at the school. She was like, no, I wasn't up there. We was all together, so my mama knows she was lying off back, so she got a whooping for lying. She didn't even do nothing, though. I'm like, we stayed getting in trouble. None of us could keep our story straight and agree on what happened. And we always lied and got in trouble. It was just terrible.